let's continue to unpack the Hello Darling story. We've managed to get a hold of Anonymous. Thank you so much for your time. We do appreciate it. Perhaps just take us through your story and how you are a victim of Hello Darlings.
Hello, good day. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. Maybe just tell us your experience with Hello Darlings and what you've actually gone through, how much you've lost, what holiday you booked, and your whole experience.
It started last year, September. Quite a number of my family members were looking at the Dubai package for December. I think it was going for about 39,995. That was buy one, get one free. So you get actually two people to share a package of 39,995. So members of my family, family from Pietermaritzburg, from Durban and surrounding, all were interested in going on this particular trip. So I was actually on a business trip in Johannesburg, and family members of mine told me that, you know what, they suggested we book this tour because it's selling out fast. There were influencers who were basically marketing it, and they were actually pushing that, you know what, that we pay now and secure a booking, otherwise we will lose out. So I'm usually a person who is very particular, does the research before I make a purchase or before I travel or, book any packages. And this time, because there was some sort of pressure and, there was a situation whereby we had to pay now or we risk losing the package, I was probably like forced into it, and we went forward and we booked it, And there was some skepticism at that time, but I decided to go along with it. Everybody was doing it, and she was delivering on some packages at that particular time, like the Maldives tours and so on. So yes, we went ahead and we booked the tour, and I spent 80,000 Rand. That's two packages, one for my parents, one for myself, and other family members booked as well at the very same time. So we thought we were going to Dubai in December, and obviously Emirates canceled flights, and we couldn't travel anymore. So we contacted Hello Darlings, and they said we can request a refund if we like, and that's what I did.
Yes, so I'm not sure if we've lost you, Anonymous, but maybe just tell me when you realized that this was a scam and when you realized that you've actually lost your money and Tasneem Musa has disappeared.
We applied for a refund on December 15th.
Sorry, unfortunately, Anonymous, your line is very bad. I think it's still load shedding that's impacting the network, but we'll definitely try and get you back on the line at a later stage just to hear your full story. But I think let's hear now what the law enforcement agencies are doing to help get justice for victims of the Hello Darling scam. We're joined by Brigadier Brenda Muridili from the South African Police Service. Thank you so much, Brigadier, for your time. I do understand that over 200 cases have been opened. I'm not sure how many of them are here in Gauteng, but what have you heard especially about Hello Darlings, and what is SAPS going to do about this?
Good evening, Heidi. I can confirm that in Gauteng we have 25 cases so far, but we're still appealing to anyone who has fallen victim to this scam to come forward and register cases at their local police station. What we have done now, the Provincial Commercial Crimes Investigations Unit has collected those 25 dockets from the various police stations, and they are going to be centralized at a provincial office wherein the team is going to be investigating.
Okay, just maybe speak to us about whether or not there has been a unit to establish to deal with these kinds of crimes, because we had a guest on earlier who told us that Hello Darlings is not the first scam and it's not going to be the last scam. There are many of them. Is there more of an effort within SAPS here in Gauteng to try and deal with these kinds of crimes?
These are commercial crimes. That's why they are being investigated by the Provincial Commercial Crimes Investigation Unit at the provincial level. Yes, with regards to this particular one, There is a team that has been established. Like I said, that they are collecting dockets from various stations and they are centralizing them so that investigation can be done from one point.
Brigadier, maybe if you can give us some insights into what people should be looking out for, because it just seems as though people are falling into these traps, people are falling into these crimes. I know there's a recent one now with solar energy, a solar scam of some sort. I actually just need to read a little bit more on what exactly this entails. But it just seems as though people are very trusting, and that could become very problematic. As SAPS, do you advise people to perhaps be more cautious and not be as trusting, especially with these kinds of scams?
Yes, we do. When we do our crime awareness campaigns, we always say that if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. And then people that are looking into maybe making an investment or even with one of traveling, they must make sure that before they book a holiday, they must ensure that they check the travel agent or the agency as whether it is registered as part of the travel regulatory body. They must read the reviews and then do their homework basically to ensure that what they're doing is, well, what they're getting into is not a scam. They must also try to authenticate the business and then do the research of the company fully. They must also request to meet these particular agents at their offices. With regard to this particular one, there is no location or offices that we are still trying to track down as to where this person was operating from. But then if you cannot have the offices that you can walk into and do your payments, and if everything is done online, that's where people then get scammed. So people must insist on going into the office and also meeting with the agencies face to face.
Yes, just lastly, Brigadier, I must just ask whether or not Gauteng SAPS will be working with other provinces should cases be opened up when it comes to this Hello Darling scam. Will you all be working collectively to try and deal with this? Because we do know that Tasneem Musa, who's the supposed owner of Hello Darlings, is apparently on the run.
We have the office, the team that has been established. They have already established contact with the KZN province as well as West Cape, and they are looking into getting how many cases have been opened in those provinces, and also looking into centralizing them and getting all the dockets so that they can be investigated at a central point.
Okay, great. I think that's a very important update. We thank you so much for your time this Sunday evening. That's spokesperson for the South African Police Service here in Gauteng. Thank you for your time.